Hey, boss, he ain't working.
Sippers, sippers, welcome back to another episode of Pour Your Own Problems. I am your host. After numerous attempts to fund TSA and Homeland Security, Trump has now decided to go into an emergency fund to pay TSA. Let's review.
Now from Fox, I am Andy Mack. Some major relief for TSA efforts, and not by the way of Congress. As President Trump said, he would sign an executive order to pay some of those transportation safety administration agents to potentially open up some of those lines, those long lines at airports. As you can see there, a post from the Associated Press, Meg Kennard, saying Trump will sign an emergency order to pay TSA agents as Congress struggles to reach a funding deal. And we've seen so many headaches at various airports around the country as Congress struggles to reach a deal to end the budget impasse that has jammed airports and left workers without paychecks. Trump's announced his decision on social media, saying he would quickly stop the, quote, chaos at the airports. And this will pressure mounting. The White House had floated the extraordinary move of invoking a national emergency to pay TSA workers while senators reviewed a last and final offer to end the funding impasse that has jammed airports and disrupted travel. Democrats have been refusing to fund the Department of Homeland Security as they demand changes to rein in President Trump's immigration enforcement operations. Trump, during an event at the White House, warned he would step in if Congress failed to ask. The Senate has come to a standstill. Senators ready to leave town for their own spring break, but prepared to stay all night to reach a deal. Senate Majority Leader John Thune said enough is enough, announced he had given his final offer to the Democrats. Thune did not disclose details of the new framework, but he said he picked up on what had been the Republicans' offer over the weekend before talks with the White House and Democrats had broken off. And this, as the president also posting this on social media, talking about Democrats, saying, quote, they are refusing to fund immigration enforcement unless the Republicans do agree to their open border policies, which will never, ever happen again. They almost destroyed our country. 25 million people entered from different areas because the Democrats have recklessly created a true national crisis using my authorities under the law to protect our great country, as I always do. Therefore, I'm going to sign an order instructing the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mark Wayne Mullen, to immediately pay our TSA agents in order to address this emergency situation and to quickly stop the Democratic chaos at the airports. It is not an easy thing to do, but I'm going to do it. I want to thank our hardworking TSA agents and also ICE for their incredible help they have given us at the airport. So a major move bypassing.
Yeah, see, I believe Trump, like, he's for the people. And I don't understand what people can't see beyond that. Congress holds the purse strings. Congress likes to sit on their rear ends. Congress likes to act, it's dumbfounding. They act so incompetent. And the Democrats, they are the blame for this, but I'm still going to say, in general, Congress as a whole act as if they're very incompetent. And back to the Democrats, like, y'all have no leverage. The leverage that they're using are American citizens not getting paid. TSA, Homeland Security, these individuals are not getting paid simply because you want to hold them hostage like you did back in November and walked away with nothing. Now you don't want it. Like, you can't have it all. You have no leverage. Wait till the midterms. Maybe you can get some leverage. But right now you don't have the leverage. You can't negotiate a deal or approve a deal because they approved it back in January, then come right back and renege because you want to have some type of leverage. And then what is Trump doing? Trump is simply, he brung in, he's thinking quick on his feet. All right, let me just bring in ICE to assist. Maybe he could have did it a few weeks ago, but okay, he's trying to do something. It's better than what Congress got going on, right? Okay, now he's saying, okay, let's pull from some emergency funds, because it's clear that the Democrats are going to keep on voting down on funding TSA and Homeland Security. It's remarkable.
DHS and reopen and get our airports running again. And they did that for one reason, because they are trying to protect criminal illegal aliens. That's what this entire debate is about. And there's no way for them to hide from that. And they keep putting votes on the board. I've suggested, and I suggested yesterday in a press conference, we should probably take this vote tally, blow it up on a poster, and put it at every airport terminal around America. The Democrats just voted for the third time to make you stand in those long lines and to jeopardize our country. You think of what's at stake right now. We have noted that the Department of Homeland Security is the third largest department of the federal government. We have 10 agencies in DHS. They happen to be all the agencies whose job it is to keep Americans safe. You're talking about FEMA. Do you know that our disaster relief funds are being depleted right now? You're talking about TSA. You're talking about the Coast Guard. They're not getting paychecks right now, and that's why we have all this calamity and all of this danger. So the question for the Democrats right now is, it's a serious question. How long is this going to go on? Are we going to wait till somebody brings a firearm on a passenger airplane? Are we going to wait till we have a natural disaster that we cannot take care of? This is not a game, but these are not serious people. And they have demonstrated once again that they are putting the welfare of criminal illegal aliens above American citizens. We are mourning the death of Sheridan Gorman, a young college student from Chicago who was murdered by an illegal alien because of Democrat policies. Joe Biden had the border wide open. The Democrats had, in the White House in the last administration, left the border wide open. They apprehended this guy, the murderer, and they let him go. And then he went to Chicago. Why there? Because that's a sanctuary city. They arrested him there for another crime, and they put him out on the streets again. And he shot a young American citizen, a college student, in the head from the back. This is what's happening in America, because these people are putting the welfare of criminal illegal aliens over Americans. This is a vote tally. I just wanted to bring a little visual aid. We just print these out after the votes. This is the resolution right before the funding bill. The resolution was to, quote, express the support of the House of Representatives for the Department of Homeland Security. Here's your vote tally, okay? Every Republican obviously voted yes. Democrats, 187 Democrats voted against a resolution to support the Department of Homeland Security. Here's a real profile in courage. 13 of them voted present. They don't have the guts to tell you what they stand for. This upcoming election, again, is a contrast for America. It's a contrast between common sense and crazy.
That's a fact. And you can see, like, I see him always being cool. I see Speaker Johnson always cool, but you can see, look how red he is. This man is upset. This man is livid, because who wants to keep on dealing with idiocracy? So Democrats would rather put people's lives in danger. They can't pay their bills, national security threats, anything could possibly happen, like a natural disaster. And they have no reflection on simply just getting this bill passed. They want to, like the ones that noted present. This is a game to them. They get to go home. They get to go be with their families for spring break and pay for what they need. Like, this incompetence can't continue to go on. And I hope people are really waking up and seeing this, so they know how to vote during the midterm. Because apparently Democrats are not fighting for anybody, only for themselves and what they feel like they want to do, and not the American people, not the majority of them. Hopefully we can get some type of resolution today. Who knows if that's going to happen tonight? I hope they're forced to stay before they try to break out this weekend, Friday. I hope something comes to pass, because this can't keep on going on every time they don't get their way. They act like pouting children when they can't get their way. But like I said, Congress needs to get off their butt. Democrats need to listen to the American people, and Congress overall just need to stop acting incompetent and figure out ways, just like the president is doing, figuring out ways to actually get this done. Is that so hard to ask for? But sippers, sippers, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's your boy Mercy. I'm out.